Hello and welcome to the Don W. Locker Gymnasium for tonight's matchup between your Clinton Dragons and the Hall's Red Devils. Minutes left before the game starts. I'm here with co-host Aaron Miller.
Good afternoon,
So Aaron,
everybody.
How do you think this game's going to go tonight?
I think it's honestly going to be a pretty one-sided game, and I know that might sound a little biased coming from us here as Clinton students, but I really don't. I think this Clinton team's great. I think they could go pretty far this year, so I think this will be a good game, and I think they'll win pretty decently, if not a 5-point win at least.
Yeah, I mean, this Dragon team has really looked strong, especially these last 5 games. I definitely think that the Red Devils won't pose too much of a challenge to this team tonight. Can we get any score predictions for tonight's game?
I don't know. Let me see. See, the Dragons have been putting up at least 70 points in their last 5 games or so. I mean, when you look at that, honestly, I'd say maybe 73 to 56. 73-56, I think that's what I'm thinking.
We're calling a 73-56
yeah,
win?
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't doubt to see a 20-point win here tonight.
yeah.
I definitely think that these Dragons might be able to pull away from these Red Devils.
I really think they can, and I really think they have it in them. After the other night's game in Clay County, you know, we covered that. That was a great game, great effort by the Dragons. You know, the Clay County is not a bad team by any means, but I think the Dragons they're just too good this year. Everybody in the district, they're better than them. I think they're going to go far.
Yeah, it was definitely a great game against Clay County, some 1A state champions. And anytime you're playing against a state champion team, you know it's not going to be any slouches. So to be able to pull out a win against them was really impressive.
It was. I agree. Now let me talk about how many points Jackson had last game. 19 points. Wasn't his best. Wasn't his worst. But let's talk about the 8 rebounds that Trey Stackerson had. 7 defensive and 1 offensive. That's a pretty good game, honestly. And I think that's one reason that helped him. All these rebounds. And the fact that the points weren't directly associated towards one guy. They were spread out all night.
Yeah, that's definitely something about this Dragon team. It's not a one-man team. Jackson Garner definitely gets a lot of spotlight. This is definitely it's not a one-man team. Everyone out here has their skills and their own set. I mean, Trey Staggerson has looked good these last couple of games. Rupert. But this whole team has been really impressive, and the diversity that this team has shown in the first 6-7 games of the season, I think it really shows.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree. I think it does show. I really do. And I think tonight's game will be great. These are 2 great coaches, honestly. But I think Coach Loggart has it in him, has it up his sleeve, something up there to pull it out. So, you know.
All right, so we're going to read off the roster for the Halls basketball team. So, number 1, junior, Caleb Schaefer. Number 2, Jake Long, sophomore. Number 3, Ben Thomas, junior. Number 4, Simon Williams, senior. Number 5, Luke Simpson, senior. Number 12, Tommy Hicks, junior. Number 14, Connor Cummins, sophomore. Ethan Schaefer, junior, number 15. 21, Dade Young, sophomore. 22, Grayson Bishop, sophomore. Number 24, Kason Rogers, junior. Number 33, Bennett Lane, senior. And number 42, Caden Stanton, sophomore.
All right. Well, thank you, Zach. Now I think it's time to read the Clinton Dragons roster here.
All right, so from our Dragons, we have number 0 of Trey Staggerson, number 3 of Jackson Garner, number 4 of Rashawn Bright, number 11 of Lane Harrison, number 5 of Tyler Morgan, number 2 of Jeremiah Blaveau, number 24 of Truss, Hunter Rupert wearing the 1, Maddox in the 44, Reynolds in the 34, and Tegan Bollinger in the 14.
You know, I really think this team has a lot of depth. This Clinton team has so much depth. And I really think that's going to help tonight. I mean, you got your starting 5, and then there's really no difference between your starting 5 and your subs after that. I mean, you got Flavel, who's basically a starter, Truss, who's basically a starter on this team. I mean, Rupert comes in and he's great from the three. There's really not much that you miss out on when you take out your starting five here. And I don't really think there is a main starting five. I think Locker throws his guys in when he needs them to. But I think that's all that we have right now. I think we're going to take it down the court for the national anthem, and we'll be back with you when the game starts.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, so now we're going to go through your starting lineup. First from Halls. starting lineup. We just read off the whole roster.
At guard, number 5, Luke.
As you can see here, we're back here, and the Dragons are just about to get introduced here in the Donnie Dome, and we're about to get ready for tip-off. We're just a couple minutes out now.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the pressure building here as you get two very good basketball teams entering the court.
Yeah, I agree. The anticipation's here. I mean, the student section, they're crowded tonight, honestly. I haven't seen a student section this rowdy and this big in a very long time for such a small game. This isn't even that big of a game. It's crazy.
And there's definitely a packed house here tonight. As there's big crowds for both Clinton and Halls in attendance.
I mean, in the light show that the Dragons try to do, I think it's a great idea. I mean, as you can see, just called Lane Harrison, big man. I mean, big man on campus, probably the best big man on the team. He's not even that much of a big man. He really shoots a lot of threes, and it's kind of weird to see a big man like that. He doesn't do rebounds as much, and they play him honestly power forward more than they do a center. Tyler's their true center. It's really weird to see at the height difference there.
Yeah, this is definitely a very, very versatile Dragons team this year. I mean, everyone on the team has their abilities that they specialize in, but everyone has the ability to shoot threes here, and everyone has the ability to drive in and really make those good plays in the key. So definitely a great basketball team.
I agree. You know, and I mean, with Thackerson, as I said earlier, I mean, most rebounds last game. He has the most rebounds on the team all season. He's averaging 7 rebounds a game. I mean, and now they just introduced Jackson Garner. I mean, actually, right now he's the #1 free throw shooter in the state. Number, I think, 5 or 6 with his shooting total points per game this season. I mean, he's a great player, and that's a lot of people talk about with this team, but that's not really what it is. This team is honestly their family. Most of these starting 5 have been playing together since middle school, maybe even before that. This is a team that is really good, and this team really shows it every night. After that first loss, it's been unstoppable, lights out since then, and I think that's going to be a great game tonight. And so I guess we're going to sit down here and get ready for the tip-off.
Looks like it'll be the 11 of Lane Harrison and the 33 of Bennett Lane jumping for the ball.
So it's going to be a good matchup. I think he's putting Lane here so they can make sure that they get the tip here, as Lane's got a little bit of a height advantage, and the Dragons win it.
And Jackson Garner, number 3, will give the ball to Thackerson. Back to Garner. Garner to Rashawn. Morgan now at the top. Into Lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound Bright. Back out to Thack. Drive to the top. Garner, number 3 for 3. And it's off the mark.
Honestly, they're off tonight. But as you can see there, I mean, it's got that moving around. They're a good team. They can move the ball around wherever they need. They can go wherever they need. And it's not really just them sitting there throwing up shots. They move the ball a lot. I mean, they wasted 30 seconds off the clock already, just in one simple possession. So.
Yeah, this Dragons team definitely has no problem moving the ball around the court, as number 2 puts it up from mid-range for 2.
The Devils score first.
Big pass to Lane down court. Into Morgan.
It's wide open.
From the top. That's going to be off the rim.
They're not hot tonight. This is shocking, actually. I think Lockhart's going to get on to him if this keeps going.
Jake Lane, number 2 from the Devils, the ball. Puts it up. Going to be off the iron. Rebound Morgan.
Good rebound.
Thackerson with a drive. Going to be stopped over to Lane in the corner. Bright with a big save to Garner.
Oh, they're going to say he stepped out.
That's going to be an unpopular call here.
I honestly, 100% unbiased, do not agree with that. I don't think his foot was on that line, but I'm not on the court.
I'm going to pass the ball into Jake Lane as he comes to the front court. Garner going to try and step up on him. Ball's going to go to Thomas. Now to Young. And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Great defense by the Dragons on that possession, but it looks like it's the Devils' ball. And that's a very unpopular opinion as well, Zach.
This student section is definitely getting loud early in this game.
It's a lot of students here tonight. Actually, did you hear about the bet?
I've not heard about the bet.
Principal Jenkins has decided that if we get 200 students here tonight, he will shave off his beard and grow a Christmas mustache. And $250 for Coach Stacy and Coach Martin to do the same.
It definitely looks like we might hit that mark today as the student section is absolutely packed.
I don't think it could get any busier, honestly.
Number 21 from the Devils, the big drive. And rebound, Thackerson.
The Dragons
out the
need
lane.
something here, Zach.
Yeah, no points on the board with 5:45 left in the first. Down by 2.
This
Back
might
to
be a
Lane.
low-scoring game tonight, honestly.
If the first 3 minutes of this game tell us anything, this will be probably the lowest scoring game we've seen all season from the Dragons. And a 3 from Lane Harrison.
Good shot.
Making that a deep 2.
He was heavily contested on that, and that's what somebody does. That little pullback, it's pretty. That's already 2 rebounds for Thackerson on the night.
And Thackerson, he's such a small and quick player, but he definitely continues to get these rebounds over these bigger guys. Garner with the ball, looking for a 3 from the top. That's going to be too strong. Luke Simpson from the Devils going to try and drive it in. That's going to be good for 2. And Bennett Lane from the Dragons, or from the Devils here, is definitely showing out early in the game. As
Wide open shot from Lane Harrison.
Lane Harrison with a big 3.
That's going to put the Dragons up here in a big momentum swing here in the first.
Number 1 from the Devils from the corner. Rebound Thack, make it number 3.
Pretty pass. Another pretty dish.
Over to Garner in the wing. And it's good for 3.
The Dragons are finally woken up. This might be a good game now.
Jake Lane looking to drive, going to knock it out to the corner. And another
4.
rebound for Thackerson.
Rebound number 4. Oh, he wanted to do something fancy. Good play, good dish, honestly. They look good.
Yeah, this Dragons team, they're definitely able to pull out some of them fancy moves here.
No, I 100% agree, Zach. We haven't really seen it in game. I think the games they've been trying to make sure they can't do that. They haven't been giving them enough opportunities to get open. Fast breaks in. And that is a great play by Lane Harrison. As Blavel is going to heavily foul. And I don't know what they're going to call that, Zach. It's going to be a foul on
Jake
Lane. Yeah.
His first, team first.
On Blavel. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. This is an aggressive game already. As you can see, the defense here, it's very aggressive by the Red Devils. I think they have to keep this up tempo and play real aggressive with the Dragons tonight. It's the only way I think they can stay in this game.
As we see Lane throw the ball into Garner.
Jackson's got some dribble moves. Let's see. Oh, bad push by
Number
by
42.
Caden Stanton. It was a big push.
His first, team second.
He looked a little confused by that call, but he definitely pushed off there.
It looks like Rashawn Bright's going to come in and take a rest. coming out.
Truss is going to go in with a nice dish out to Harrison, and he's up. Oh,
Oh.
right off. In and out.
Pass to Caleb Schaefer of the Devils. Back to Luke Simpson, number 5.
As you can hear, the student section is loud tonight.
And Jake Lane with a rough 3. And make it 8-7 Dragons.
That's their first basket in a minute.
Thackerson from the corner for 3, and it's going to be good.
He has been on fire tonight. 4 rebounds already, and we've just started. Oh, he's wide open. No contested at all.
The Devils going to answer with their own 3. Garner with the ball for 3, heavily contested. Rebound.
Good fight by Truss. It'll be Red Devil ball, it looks like. I couldn't really see what happened there, but it looks like Truss hit it out. And I think they threw it in wrong.
So now the ball's inbounds. Number 2, Jake Lane.
Running a full court press right now. Dragons just trying to stop the Devils from doing anything at all. And that'll be Dragon ball.
So Bright to Thackerson here. Just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Bright out to Lane. Lane to Thack. Wait, pass
Nice
to Doty.
dish.
To Lane for 3.
Heavily contested shot.
Just short.
I really don't know if I agree with that shot there. He had a man right in his face.
Another open shot for number 2 from the Devils. But rebound Thackerson.
Rebound number 5? He got pushed out there, I have to say, but I don't think they're going to call it. That was a hard play, hard way to stop on running down the court that fast, catching a ball like that, but good effort.
As Dragons need to hold a 1-point lead here, it's going to be Dragons ball with just over 1 minute remaining in the first. Jake Lane, who's really been a impressive player from the Devils so far this game, going to bring the ball.
Look at that heavily contested right there. Oh, Barrett Maddox came in. I didn't see that. Oh, good defense.
Oh.
And Bright's going to have a fast break down the court. He's going to go up and he's going to get fouled.
Big foul for number 21, Dade Young.
That is his. That's his first.
Team 3rd. As Rashawn Bright's going to go to the line for 2. Rashawn Bright from the line. His first shot's up, and it's good. Jake Lane yet again bringing the ball to the front court for the Devils.
Pretty shot, and it's
And
in.
it's good. Thackerson bringing the ball down for the Dragons.
Young is he's been hot for a minute now. He's got 5 points already. And there's 16 seconds left, 12-12 in the first.
Pass to
Garner
Garner
wide
top.
open, and
Gonna
it's
be
off.
off.
Good board by Blavel, and he puts it right back up.
So that's going to be a Dragons 2-point lead in the first.
And that's the end of the first. Oh. Honestly, a really spectacular first quarter. It was been pretty close, pretty low scoring so far. I'm expecting them to pump it up at least by halftime now. I think Lockard's, if you look at him here, Lockard's angry. he doesn't like the score right now. He wants them to be ahead by a lot more than this.
Yeah, I mean, this Dragons team, they haven't played bad so far in the first quarter, but it hasn't like the Dragons looked in the last couple of games. Not a lot of shots being taken. The shots that have been taken, they just haven't went in.
I think this Red Devil defense, we got to give them some credit. I mean, I think that's really where all this is coming from. They're playing great defense on them, and I think that's really what's kicking their butts tonight. And I think Locker's going to think of something to fix this, because the way that they're coming down the court, I mean, the Devils are just on them right as soon as they hit. It's pretty hard to get the ball down the court and get a good basket in, and they've been guarded pretty heavily.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure. This Halls team is big on defense, and I think the score really shows that as we are getting ready to start the second quarter. It will be Red Devil ball to start the second quarter. Number 14, Connor Cummins, going to throw it in. Number 5, Luke Simpson.
And they're going to full court press him now, getting the double team, but he's going to leave Young wide open over there.
Number 5, Simpson, going to pass in.
Oh, good steal by Bright, picking up by Thackerson, and they're going to be on a fast break.
Thackerson wants the ball to Garner. Garner with the drive, back up to the corner, now to the top, Thackerson. Over to the corner, Garner.
Good dish by Garner, saved himself there.
Thackerson with the ball, trapped in the wing. Screened by Maddox.
Thackerson's going to drive, do a little pull up, and it's not going to go anywhere.
Going to be out of bounds. Devil's ball.
Or not Maddox, sorry. Reynolds must have tapped it out there. I couldn't really tell who hit it.
Simpson with the ball again. Bring it to the front court for the Devils.
This is a very tight game. Look at this man-to-man defense they're playing when they come up.
Yeah, this game definitely seems to be a game about defense here early on.
Pull up. Oh, that's off the mark.
Rebound number 14 from the Devils. He's up to the top. Going to be a drive.
Good defense by Thackerson there, and board by Harrison.
Garner for 3.
The
and
move!
It's good.
That was a beautiful move by Jackson there.
Yeah, fancy footwork from Jackson Garner.
That was very disrespectful right in front of him after that. Wow. As you see, fan favorite Dallas Cole walking across the gym right now. And that's did he even touch the rim on that?
I don't think it did. Lane Harrison going to bring it down court. Kick it out to Garner at the top. Going to be drive from Garner.
Pull it up, and that's another one by
2
Garner.
points for the Dragons.
I mean, that's really why they talk about Jackson like they do. I mean, he's a great player, but if without the rest of this team, I don't think he would be as good. Honestly, he gets good passes. He gets set up very well, and that's a wide open shot, and it's off. Young gets the board. Good defense there.
Number 12 in the Devils drives. It's going to be
off
nothing
again,
but air.
and that's off
It's
again.
going to miss again.
Another board.
For Harrison. Garner for 3. Too strong. Rebound Devils. Simpson from the Devils to the arc.
Fakes a shot, makes him jump, but passes it back. Gets it back to Simpson.
Big screen from number 33 from the corner.
Young, and that's off the mark, and good board by Jackson. And he's on the fast break. And that's pretty. I think he had to slow down and be careful there. He didn't want nothing to happen. And the Red Devils are going to call a timeout now. 4:55 left in the second period with your Dragons ahead, 21-12.
Dragons definitely stepping up here. The Dragons this second quarter have looked like a completely different team.
They have, and I think they have adapted to this Hall's defense, honestly. I think that's what's happened. They've adapted. They've overcame what happened in that first quarter, and they realized that as long as they keep the up tempo and move the ball away from them, that when they get on the double team or they try to press somebody up at the half court, they can get a wide open man on the inside when you just get the ball around enough.
And that's one thing about this Dragon team is they're always able to adapt. They're always making themselves better, and they're always becoming a better team.
And it looks like I think we're about to start back here. And Lockhart's fired up on the sideline right now, trying to get him to play some man-to-man. He's always been like that on the sidelines. He gets fired up. And that's
a big three from Caleb Schaefer.
Pretty contested, but good shot. That'll be 21-15. And a travel called on Blavel.
So Caleb Schaefer throws the ball into Jake Lane for the Devils. Big pass to inside, and it's going to roll off.
No Red Devils underneath the board. Hits Bright.
Big pass to Rashawn Bright in the paint, and it's good for two.
That's just what Rashawn does. Drives in, gets a hard layup, and it goes in every time.
And a rough two, but goes in for number 12, Tommy Hicks for the Devils.
And it looks like it's a foul on number 12, Tommy Hicks. Oh, no, wait. Number 5, sorry. Number 5, sorry. That would be Luke Simpson. Didn't look like he was a part of that, but.
And Luke Simpson, his first, team 4th. Harrison going to be stuck in the mid-range, going to put the ball up.
Sky hook there, and Blavel throws it out of bounds. That was a pretty little sky hook right there by Harrison. Just had to get up a little bit. And it looks like the Dragons are going back to a full court press as they're going to meet him at the half court.
Luke Simpson with the ball. Over to 42. 42 is really their big man. He's been doing some great playing in the paint today. And a big three from Caleb Schaefer.
He's wide open. Now that puts the score, or your Dragons only ahead by 3 now with 3:25 left to go.
Caleb Schaefer. Rashawn now at the top. Over to Blavel. Lane in the corner. Pass it into Garner.
Garner's going to drive in, see what he can do, and he gets a shot off. Pretty moves by Garner.
Big pass to Caleb Schaefer again.
That's some tight defense right there by Bright, and he's going to leave him a little bit open, and it's good. This Red Devil team is hot.
There's a big three for Tommy Hicks there, number 12 from the Devils. As Garner brings into the front court for the Dragons. Harrison, the right wing, going to be a three from Garner.
That's off. Ooh.
Rebound Devils.
Touched a couple of Red Devil hands there. Didn't know where that one was going. He's going to try to take Rashawn one-on-one. He's going to pass it out. And that's in. And now it's a tie game, 25-25, 2:13 left.
Fagerson at the top with the ball. Throw it to the corner with Rashawn. Rashawn's going to drive.
Pretty layup by Bright.
Halls bring the ball to the front court. Luke Simpson again. Going to try and drive on Garner. Going to pass the ball out. Number 12, ball on the ground.
And that looks like it's going to be a jump ball here. Good defense by the Dragons with a steal and then trying to get the recovery there.
Looks like it will be Dragons ball. With just under 2 minutes
looks like
left.
there's something on the court there. I don't know what they're trying to clean up here. Maybe a little bit of sweat or something from the fall there.
Yeah, both those guys down there. I'm pretty sure both those guys have been on the court the whole game, so probably a little residue left behind.
I don't know, they have towels down there on the bench. I was about to say, I don't know where they're not giving them out.
It's very loud in Don W. Locker Gymnasium right now. Both teams very aggressive. Both crowds very aggressive.
For Halls not to have that big of a student section tonight, they've been pretty aggressive over there. And that's a hard foul.
Well, that's going to be on Tommy Hicks, number 12 from the Dragons.
He disagrees with that. Hicks was telling the ref he did nothing wrong.
And the fouls do not tell the story of this game. 5 fouls for the Devils. Rashawn Bright's shot is good.
And your Dragons will be ahead 29-25 now. A minute 36 to go. The clock is stopped. There it goes. Now it's moving. And another board by Thackerson. I think that's 7, maybe 8. We're not even out of the first half.
Big 3 from Garner from deep.
Good board by Bright.
Harrison with a drive up. And it's going to be off, but he gets his own board.
Well, maybe not.
Never mind. Ball to Luke Simpson from the Devils.
Faking a couple passes. Now he's going to dribble.
And a 3 from number
Heavily
12.
contested,
Not gonna go in.
and Blavel hits the ball as it goes out. It's a couple of times he's done that now. I think that's 3 chances that the Dragons had to take the ball, and Blavel just accidentally smacks it out when he's going for it.
Ball being thrown in by number 5, Luke Simpson.
Double team on Simpson, and Garner's just going to take it from his hands. He thought about it.
50 seconds left. There's no reason to play fast basketball right now. Garner in. Roll up again, Blavel.
And that's off. It's going to be a board. 30. Hey, and a steal. And I think that looked like a travel almost. He moved, but nothing called there. He's going to be wide open in the corner. And that's air ball. Another one wide open. And that's not going to be an air ball, but it's off too. And that's out of bounds. Red Devil ball. Now Lockhard's, I think, a little mad on the side or on the court there. He really doesn't agree with that call.
You could hear the crowd, but they weren't really agreeing with that call there. With just 20 seconds remaining in the first half.
Garner's subbed out now, first time this game. .20 seconds left, 29-25. Red Devil ball.
And Luke Simpson going to be throwing the ball in for the Devils.
Good defense right there by Truss, honestly.
Red Devil ball again. Luke Simpson throwing it in. Still 20.1 seconds remaining. Ball's number 42. And it's going to roll in. 10 seconds left for Sean Bright down court. And he's going to drive in, and it's going to be good for 2.
Two-step shuffle goes in. 5 seconds left, and the Dragons are not going to stop. They're going to keep playing their press, and it's off, and the buzzer hasn't even rang. Well, that's it. That's the end of your second quarter. It's the end of the first half. Your Dragons ahead, 31-27. And we'll be right back.
back to the Don W. Locker Gymnasium as halftime is just now running out and the players are entering the court. We have a 31-27 Dragon lead over the Halls Red Devils.
Honestly, Zach, that first half was a pretty good first half. I think the Dragons are going to keep stepping it up here, and I really think that they're gonna pull out this win tonight. It's been a pretty close game though, and honestly, it's the closest game we've seen all season since that first game. So,
Yeah, I've definitely been impressed by the Devils tonight. They've really played. I mean, they play like a really good basketball team. I think that definitely shows in the score.
no, I agree 100%. And that is going to be Dragon Ball.
Lavelle going to throw the ball in to Bright. Bright moves to the front court for the Dragons. Fagerson now with the ball. Back to Blavel.
It looks like Blavel's put his hair up since the half.
Might be messing with his shot, getting in his eyes. You never know. Harrison now to the left wing. Fagerson now with the ball. Heavy pressure from Simpson. And
Blavel on the inside.
great shot from Blavel there.
I think the hair tie might have made it better, honestly. Look good, feel good, play good, you know. I don't know what they were setting up there with that screen. And that screen, too, that one didn't really do much.
The ball to the outside, number 5, Simpson, and it's good for 3. Garner back to the front court for the Dragons. Off the fingertips of Harrison, going to be out of bounds.
And Harrison doesn't agree with that call. He's very inadamant about that. He doesn't understand what happened there, really.
Jake Lane bringing the ball to the front court for the Devils. Oh, number 33 from the Devils going to end up on the ground. The shot's off the mark.
And look, what is that, board number 9 for Thackerson?
Fagerson definitely showing his ability to play under the rim.
Oh!
And one for Rashawn Bright.
That's just what he does, honestly. That was a beautiful shot, and I don't know anybody else who can do that on this team. That's his specialty.
I mean, he really did that perfect, though. I mean, he really did a great job of drawing the foul and being able to put that ball up.
He's great at drawing the foul, honestly. He'll drive in, and he instantly draws it almost every time he drives in on something like that. A little bit of contact draws the foul every time.
And the free throw attempt going to be good for Bright.
36-30, your Dragons ahead with 6:28 to go in the third quarter.
Number 2, Jake Lane, who has been on the court basically the entire game for the Devils. And a big 3 from number 1, and it's good for the Devils. Caleb Schaefer.
I mean, honestly, right now, the Devils are living and dying by the 3 for the most part, and I think that's what's keeping them in this game. And the Dragons haven't been that hot from the 3, and I think that's what's keeping the Devils in the game right now.
And another foul drawn by Bright. This foul's going to be on number 33, Bennett Lane. Rashawn Bright, and his first shot is going to be off.
It's very uncommon for Bright. He normally doesn't miss those.
And Bright for his second. And it's good. So Simpson giving the ball to Jake Lane, who's going to bring it to the front court for the Devils. And number 1, Schaefer looking for the 3. Not going to get it this time.
Rebound by Bright, or not Bright. Harrison's going to pass that to Thackerson. Thackerson's going to take it up. He's going to drive in by himself.
And give him 2.
With a beautiful, beautiful shot.
Luke Simpson trying to make a shot happen. Not going to be able to get one off and give it to 21. And Luke Simpson now with a 3. Going to bounce out. Another three-point attempt going to be bad. Blavel with a rebound for the Dragons.
It looks like Dade Young is going to play some real tight defense on Blavel after that rebound right there.
Big pass Blavel in the paint. And it's going to be off
There's
the
a lot of
rim.
contact there. I'm surprised nothing's been called yet.
Heavily contested shot, but it's going to be good for 2. You can hear Clinton student section getting very loud now, halfway through the third quarter. And we'll see a drive from number 21 past 33 off the fingertips of one of the Dragons. A
Gonna
shot
pull,
from
that's
number
a
2.
deep 3 ball. I don't know if that was a good idea.
I mean, you really have to take some of them quick shots, especially with this Dragons defense. Sometimes you just don't have time to plan out them shots.
A little pull up, and it's off. Timeout, Devils? Red Devils? Yeah, timeout, Red Devils. And I don't know what they're calling the timeout for. They might be trying to draw something up real quick. I really don't know.
I mean, but the Dragons have doubled their lead in the first 4 minutes.
It was a very close, tight game coming in to this half, and the Dragons have been doing that all game. They've been making that lead a lot larger, and then it narrows down again. They make it a lot larger. It's just the Halls have been coming back. They've been going on short little runs, and I think that's what's made this game look as close as it was, honestly. And I think it's looked pretty dangerous for Coach Locker down there. It's a little scary that he might lose this game at times.
One thing I find interesting, though, is we're halfway through the third, and we've yet to see a foul on the Dragons. We've seen 7 total for the Red Devils. That's not what I'm saying.
And the shot is up for Caden Stanton, and it's in. Oh, a no-look pass to Harrison, and a nice little shot with a pull-up right there.
Good for 2 for Harrison. A heavily contested shot.
He pushed off a little bit there. He
Rebound
just wanted to make a
Fagerson.
little bit of room, and Harrison wide open. They thought he was going to dunk. And a foul called on Morgan. And the Red Devil fans cannot get enough of that.
So Morgan's first, team first.
This hasn't been a very touchy game, or it has been on the court, but not with the calls. There's not been many calls tonight, honestly. Considering last game, both teams had at least 18.
Yeah. I think for sure this game has not seen the fouls that we saw at Clay County. As we see a 3-point attempt from number 2, rebound Garner.
That's just a little bit too strong. Bounces off. Garner's going to take him one-on-one here.
Morgan comes out, set a screen.
Gonna get fancy with the dribbles. He's going to pull up from deep, and that's an air ball. That is very much unlike Garner there. I don't know what happened.
And the Hall student section going to be very loud about that, very vocal.
And the score here, 43-35, 2:55 left to go in the third. It's going to be a drive and a foul on Garner, I think. I don't know what happened there. I think he went to get the ball or something and grab it, and they just call a foul there.
It's going to be on Trey Staggerson.
It's on
his
Thackerson.
first.
Wow.
As the ball is thrown to number 42, Caden Stanton.
Little handoff there. And a steal by Bryant as he's on the fast break now. He's going to go up. Little Euro step and the foul. Ooh. Pretty little putback, even though it doesn't count. And that's just what he does. He drives down and he makes them foul him. They make him earn those shots because they know if they don't, he'll make them.
And we were talking, I mean, that's really what Bright does. I mean, he goes in, draws the foul, and I mean, worst thing comes out of it, he gets to shoot 2 free throws, and best thing, get an and one as his first shot attempt is good.
Bounces in and out there. Didn't look like it was going in at first, but it did. And your score here, 44-35, 2:42 left in the third. And if Bright makes this, it'll be 45. Oh, it's off. It's still 44. And I haven't, honestly, if you see Locker down there, he's motioning for the students to get loud. He needs it. But I haven't seen that many subs this game, honestly. And that'll be Dragon Ball.
Look at that, it
Good.
bounced off Caden Stanton's chest there, went out of bounds.
Did it hit his chest or his hands?
I'm not sure which there.
It did definitely look like it bounced off him. I don't think the Red Devil fans were very happy with that call.
Fagerson brings the ball to the front court for the Dragons. Now to Bright. Bright going to attempt to drive. Big pass there from Bright.
Good dish, and it's up for Morgan.
Give 2 points to Morgan. Expand the lead to 11 points for the Dragons.
That was a really nice little pass there. And the defense is picking up for the Dragons as this student section's getting loud. And, oh, what is that? Another foul called on Thackerson there. And the student section is not having that one.
So second foul for Thackerson, team third. Gonna be Red Devil ball. Garner gonna stay with Simpson. Simpson over to Hicks.
Just going to hold the ball for a minute.
Hicks trying to set something up.
And he's thought about passing it. Too contested there. He's going to try to drive. He's going to dish that one out. And he trips up. And they're going to call a foul on Bright.
It's number 4, Sean Bright.
I think they're going to call that a blocking foul on him. I don't really understand that call there. I mean, honestly, he was just standing there. I didn't see anything happen.
Simpson throwing the ball in, number 42. Off
That
the back
block
glass.
by Morgan.
Yeah, big block there from number 5.
Little spin move, and it's going to get stolen by number 14. And he's on a fast break there, and it's off. And Bright with the
Rebound.
board, and a foul on number 14 as well. And we talked about the fouls, but now they're picking up.
Yeah, Connor Cummings. That'll be his first foul.
It's been nobody scored in a couple minutes here. It's 46-35 in the third quarter. And Hunter Rupert's coming in, a fan favorite. A fan favorite here in the Don W. Locker Gymnasium. Last game, 100%. 2 for 2 from 3. 100% field goal percentage. He looked great. And honestly, he let the Dragons take their lead last game.
You know, we were talking before the game about how there is not a bad player on this team. Even the guys who don't start, they're not bench warmers. They're definitely guys who can get out there and play real basketball. And Rupert's one of those guys who might not see as much playtime as the starters, but he's definitely a good basketball player.
He's a contributor all the way around. And he's going to try to go up on Harrison, and Harrison says no.
Thackerson
A little
over to Garner
dish.
for 3.
Ah.
And it out. Rebound,
Garner
Harrison.
has been cold for a
Thackerson.
few minutes.
Thackerson for 3.
And that one's off too. Whose ball?
It's going to be out of bounds.
And I don't know what the call is. I guess that's a Red Devil ball. And they're going to try to put Truss in real quick. And Lockard gets it in. Lockard gets the substitution in real quick. It's going to be taking Roop out. I don't know what the deal with that is. Maybe he just wants some more defense in there. Rupert's more of an offensive guy, so. 16 seconds left here in the third. Dragons ahead by 11.
Simpson looking to drive.
And they're going to call a blocking foul on Jackson Garner. I told you, Zach, the fouls are picking up this half.
Yeah, we've seen 9 fouls in the first 8 minutes of this half, so.
But they've all been evenly distributed for the most part. I mean, it's not been one single person with fouls. And that's a good strip right there by Doty Truss. But the ball's going to be retained in the possession of the Red Devils.
3.1 seconds left. Just don't think they're going to be able to get a shot off here. It's not a quality shot.
And they're going to get a foul there with 0.8 seconds on the board. I think they're just doing whatever they can to get some points, and he's going to put Root back in for .8. No, he's going to tell him to sit down, I guess. .8 seconds left. There's no point in putting anybody in right now. We'll just make a sub at the next change.
Second foul there for Tyler Morgan.
As you can hear, the students are loud now.
Now a 10-point game. Truss
Throws it
fired
up,
off.
and that's, oh, real close there. And that was a really good third quarter for your Dragons here.
Yeah,
10-point game.
The Clinton Dragons definitely played more like themselves there. I mean, I'm definitely thinking that this is what a Dragon team usually looks like. So very impressive here to end the third quarter.
Yeah, 100% agree. And as if you take a look here at the screen, you can see Clinton's last 5. You know, I mean, what are this? 74 to 58, 70 to 38, 77 to 50, 75 51, 60 to 50. As you can see, there's a similarity there. Almost every game, they have outscored their opponent by almost 20 points and put up at least 70 points besides that Sevier County game. And that was what, game number 3, I think, in a tournament after it had just played somebody. And I mean, they've been outlasting their opponents all year long against a great Clay County team, a really good Carnes team, a PAL team that was missing a couple components, but it's still nonetheless a good team. And that AC team they're not the best, but they're okay. And I mean, the Dragons killed them all. It's been pretty one-sided.
This is definitely the closest game the Dragons have to play all season. So as the players return to the court to start the fourth quarter.
And it looks like we'll see no changes on the court from the last group, except Truss is out now, and Bright's back in.
Bright to Thackerson. Pass in to Harrison. Going to be off his fingertips and out of bounds.
It looked like it was very hard to get that. He had to jump over top of number 12, Tommy Hicks, to try to get that ball.
Jake Lane brings the ball to the front court for the Devils.
It's at the top of the key, and he wants it. It gets a good screen, and it's off, though.
Rebound Garner. Trying to move
He's going
the
to hit
ball
a
fast.
wide open Blauvelt in the middle of the court. Wow. Right there in the middle. Wide open.
Yeah, that was really a fast play. I just think that Halls wasn't able to get.
They're going to call a foul on Blauvelt for standing there. They made a little bit of contact, but not enough, I don't think, to draw a foul. And these refs are getting a little touchy with their whistle here. That's 12 fouls right now. I mean, the first half, what we had, maybe 8?
Yeah, I mean.
And we're at 12, and we just started the fourth.
And you can hear the crowd not necessarily agreeing with these calls.
That puts the Red Devils in the bonus here.
First shot from Bennett Lane is off.
And they're going to call that Dragon Ball. Honestly, it looked like Trace hit that out, but I think they're just going to give it to him.
Thackerson to Garner. Number 2, Jake Lane, waiting for Garner at half court. Bryant passes inside the
Speaking
stack.
of Bryant, I haven't seen much from him in this half. I think he didn't play that much during the third, and I haven't seen that much from him. And that's an out of bounds missed pass right through his hands. Must have some butter on his fingers or something. I don't know.
Garner trying to set something up here.
Drives.
Drive.
Gonna
Over to Harrison.
Out.
Thackerson at the top. To Jeremiah. Jeremiah with a drive.
And that was not a, it was recovered by Bright. Deep 3 ball by Garner. And it is in. Bing bong.
And
they're going to, I actually don't know what they're going to call there. Call is on the Red Devils, though.
it was on Caleb Schaefer, number 1. And this will lead us to a Devils timeout. So with 6:15 remaining here in the fourth, it's going to be 51-36 Dragon lead, but the Red Devils are in the bonus. So it'll be interesting to see how these last 6 1/4 minutes play out here. As you can see, Lockard definitely giving his team a talk here with 6 1/4 remaining.
Getting a little John action up here.
As the players are going to return to the court, finish out this fourth quarter. And it looks like no lineup changes for the Dragons.
Looks like a couple changes for the Red Devils, though. Maybe 1 or 2. Passes in to Thackerson. He's going to take a deep drive, going to try to beat him out there, but he can't.
Garner for 3 from the corner.
Contested, and that's off. And what are they going to call? Over the back, I think, on Bright there. Yeah, over the back. I don't know about that.
A second foul there.
But that's
Bright.
going to give the Devils some shots there because they're in the bonus. 8 fouls for the Dragons here.
So 1 and 1 for number 14, Connor Cummings. And his first shot is good. Chance to make it a 13-point game here with just over 6 minutes remaining. And he does. Harrison hands the ball to Thackerson. And over to Garner. Right in the corner. Back to Harrison. Garner. Back to Harrison. Bright at the top. Lavelle now. Definitely a lot of passing action going on here.
He's going to pass that out to Bright. They're just going to get the ball, move it around a little bit here, see what they can make happen. As I think the best thing they can do right now is just slow the tempo down and not allow any points. At that point, the game's over.
I mean, 13-point lead with just over 5 minutes left. I mean,
I think they
no
could come
reason.
back, but there's no reason to rush anything here. No shot clock in high school, nothing.
Big 2 there from Bright. Heavily contested. And rebound, Thackerson.
Another heavily contested shot, and he's going to
Big
hit
pass to
Lavelle.
Lavelle.
And they're going to call a walk. It looked like he grabbed he tried to get the pass. He dribbled it a little bit and picked it up, but I think they're going to say he picked it up.
Just under 5 minutes remaining, Red Devil ball. Number 2, Jake Lane.
And there's a
Man.
little bit of a foul on the court. What are they going to call there? A push. A push. I think, honestly, more than anything, that was a trip. But they're going to call a push on Jackson Garner there. Wow. Honestly, I think they just tripped up there, but it's not a bad call.
9th foul for the Clinton Dragons here. Gonna be 1 and 1 for number 2, Jake Lane. Thackerson brings the ball down. to
Garner's
Garner.
got it. He's going to dribble a little bit. He's going to penetrate, and they're going to call a foul on the Red Devils. I don't know what happened there on 21.
Dade Young.
You know, some people call him Kelly Olynyk.
Ball goes in to Bright. All right, bring it back out to half court. No reason to rush this
He's
game.
going to hold the ball up there. Now he's going to drive, and he's going to cross him a little bit. Oh,
A lot of contact there.
And they're going to call that Red Devil ball, and Harrison's not happy with that. He does not agree at all.
So Jake Lane gonna bring the ball down court for the Devils.
He's going to do a little bit of dribble there.
Out to number 14, Connor Cummins.
Swings it out, number 2, and it's up. And it's off a little bit.
A little bit
Garner
too
with the
strong.
board, and that's a lot of contact, and they're going to call a travel. Wow, I cannot believe that. And Locker's going to get in trouble here. And he's going at it over there. I have to agree with that call. There was no travel there in sight. But I think they're going to give Locker a warning here. Honestly, I think the officiating in this game has gotten really bad since half. I mean, it's not even a one-sided. It is a one-sided affair, actually. Let me rephrase. I mean, how many fouls is that for the Dragons?
That's 9.
It's 9, exactly. I mean, the Red Devils have 6, and that's still a good amount, but 9 fouls in one half?
Yeah, definitely a different game from the refs from the first half. In the first half, we saw a few fouls. Even though there's a lot of contact, we really didn't see these calls. And now in the second half, it's a completely different reffing staff, it seems. With just 4 minutes remaining, score 53-38. And we should see free throws for the Red Devils here. Never mind, it's just Red Devils ball.
Gonna fake the pass. Barely got that in time. He's gonna drive. Looks like a little bit of
And a
travel.
block from Thagerson.
Pretty block, honestly.
To Blavel. To Harrison for 3.
And
it's
he's
good.
angry, and he's fired up over there. You can tell. Couple bad calls on him, and he's angry, but he's firing back. Pretty shot there by number 5, Luke Simpson. Lane with another one,
This
and
one's
it's
gonna be
off the
off.
mark.
Sean Bright with a rebound. Out to Garner. Just over 3 1/4 left here in the fourth. And a shot from Garner off front iron.
A lot of contact there, and multiple points of contact on Lane and Blavel both, but they're gonna call that. And that'll put the Dragons in the bonus here. 56-40, 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go. That foul will be on number 42, Caden Stanton. That is his second this half.
Team 7th. Blavel to the line. And his first shot is up and good. Blavel preparing for his second shot here. Just under 3 1/4. Blavel's second shot's gonna be good.
Dragons ahead at 18, 3 minutes and 8 seconds. He's gonna drive another little block, it looks like, by Thackerson. I can't tell if that hit his hand or not.
Thaxton with the ball now, just under 3 minutes remaining. 18-point lead for the Dragons. Again, no reason to speed this game up. Gonna be a foul, number 2, Jake Lane. Gonna be his second and team 8th. So Trace Thackerson went to the line for a 1-and-1. Fagerson, and his first shot is good. Extending the lead to 19 points for the Dragons. And now we're getting to what we expected. Before the game, we both called that a 20-point win was definitely possible. And with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here, it seems like we just might see that. Send some drives.
That looks like a walk, and wow, they're traveling. They're not going to call anything there.
Fagerson with the ball. Moving fast down court. Off the
And
glass.
wow, with the finger roll, Trace Thackerson. Wow, that was spectacular.
So 20-point lead here for the Clinton Dragons. So 2.5 minutes remaining.
Can we go back and talk about that play real quick? I mean, he drove in with a beautiful, beautiful drive, comes out a little bit and throws it up with one hand and just perfect. I've seen him do that a couple of times, and I mean, I think he's capable of it. He just doesn't get the chance that often, and it's still a 20-point game now with that.
And if you watch that, that was not a play that they set up just on the front court. I mean, they set up that play. I mean, you could see that play building there as Trace carried the ball all the way down court and just never stopped driving all the way to the basket.
And there's times where they do that, and the other team really doesn't expect that after they pass the ball around so much. You don't expect one man to just take it in and go. And when it happens, it's shocking, and it looks great. And I think the students are down there filming themselves, getting a little dance going.
A very excited student section here for the Clinton Dragons.
And the cheerleaders are going too.
So Red Devil ball here, just under 2:30 remaining.
Luke Simpson's going to drive in on Garner, and it's going to be a block by Garner, I think. I can't tell if he made contact with the ball. It looked like it messed up the shot a little bit.
Fagerson passed the ball to Garner. Garner to Harrison. Harrison to Bright. To Thackerson. Back to Harrison at the top. 2 minutes remaining. To Bright. Back to Thackerson. And you can tell that these Dragons are just trying to run the clock down now.
And another one by Thackerson, just like he did earlier.
2 more points for Thackerson here, bringing them to a 22-point lead for the Dragons.
That was just a beautiful finger roll right there by Thackerson. A little pullback, and it's in. Score stays at 20. A 20-point lead. And the student section is now chanting that they believe they will win. And I have to say, I agree.
A 20-point lead with 1:20 left. This does look like a Dragons ball game. And Harrison,
wow.
A big drive, some contact, still going to get the 2 points.
A nice little floater. Drove in a little bit, nice, put up a nice little floater there. Oh, Bright gets hit hard.
No call there. And Simpson with a drive.
And they're going to call that on Thackerson. Shooting foul, I think. Wow. Bright looks like he's in pain, actually. I kind of feel sorry for him there.
That was definitely some heavy contact there.
I think he got hit in the ribs by that guy's shoulder.
The first shot for Simpson. His only shot's good. 19-point game.
53 seconds left, and we'll see what the Dragons do here with the ball. They might try to score, maybe try to make it a 60-point game, but they're just going to hold on to the ball for a while as the Red Devils are going to try to play some tight-knit defense on them. Thackerson's just going to run around for a while.
Ball to Harrison. Harrison back to Thackerson.
They're going to say he stepped out. I couldn't really see that. It's a couple heads in my way, but I don't know.
I mean, 34.1 seconds remaining. I'm sure the Dragons won't be too disappointed with that.
They're not
call.
too disappointed. I think they would love a 20-point win here, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Dade Young with a look for three. Going to be off the rim. Rebound Harrison. But it's taken back by number 12 and put up for two. 10 seconds remaining.
It looks like they're just going to hold the ball.
three for the Dragons here, make it a 20-point lead.
And that
That's
is
not
your
gonna
game.
So final score here at the Don W. Locker Gymnasium. Clinton Dragons 66, Halls Red Devils 49.
And it looks like there's a little bit of a scuffle going on with the student section down there. I don't know what's going on, but it looks like there's a bit of a scuffle. I know you guys can't see it, but I really don't know what happened down there. But and that's the final tonight. I mean, 66-49 was a great game by the Dragons. Really good scoring efforts all around. Lots of fouls. I mean, but great game overall. And I think that concludes our game here from the Don W. Locker Gymnasium. And as your Dragons take another win, going to 7-1 on the season and looking to keep their state playoff hopes alive. And that'll conclude our broadcast for tonight.